Okay, so this video is all about creating a hydration vest for going on long rides or enduro rides. I got the idea after watching the Enduro World Series and looking online at the cost of endurance vests or hydration vests at £70–80. I thought, well, why not have a go at a bit of a hack and sew one together? So here we go. Learned quite a bit doing it, and it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but underneath a baggy shirt, it's going to be okay.
Okay, so worked out already that with the shirt that we're going to use, which is very fabric and it's a base layer, that I'm going to need to measure the back of it when it's already on me. If I measure the seam to seam when it's not on me, it doesn't take into account how much I'm going to stretch it. So put that on, got my mum to measure my back, and had to insist on using metric. She was keen on inches, doesn't mean anything to me. Anyway, so that's that bit done. Now we've got the shirt that I'm cutting up. Similar type of material, not quite as much stretch. The aim is to make a neat and tidy use of as much of the material as possible. So we're just cutting away the seam.
Vest laid out, panel cut, shape and fit. Now pin it down with large pins, avoiding fingers. Okay, so far we've created the very basics. Pinned the backing piece to the vest. Next idea is to run a stitch up this side, attack it, and then we move on to this and sew it properly. But yeah, pin it, tacking stitch to get it roughly held together, and then on there, we'll see. Tacked it down now with this larger stitch. It was quite tricky to make sure I didn't go through to the front of the vest, which I did unfortunately at one of these stitches here, so I've just snipped it, and hopefully that will hold anyway the rest of it when it goes to the sewing machine. Yeah, not so easy, but there we go. There's one side done. Well, I've done a reasonable job so far of attaching this back panel. You can see the machine stitching up the side there. And I've also learnt a lot about how to thread a sewing machine, set up my bobbin. And now I've got the tricky job of rethreading this needle after Seth went mental with the sewing machine last night and kind of ruined things a little bit and fouled up the machine. But at least you got to have a go and have a little bit of fun, but that's what 4-year-olds do, they just get a bit carried away. So let's crack on. Okay, so we've done the side panels, we've done those. Now we're just going to sew together the bottom. Now I didn't tack the bottom, so I'm hoping it will be okay with this. I say that now, but when I start completely stuff it, it'll be a different story, won't there?
Okay, try and do this bit by bit so we can get it just right.
So from the front we've got a very simple base layer, cheap as chips, £8.50. And from the back, a Frankenstein kind of addition, which now that I've removed the white stitching you can't really see, but there's our water carrier here. So we're going to give that a try. You can see the stitching down the side. It's not amazing, but it was never going to be. I've never sewn with a machine before, so for a first time with a machine I snicked that unfortunately, but there we go. I'm going to say that was a pretty reasonable success, but you can see how much product design goes into any clothing, and obviously a lot of skill, which I don't have because I've never sewn before, but we'll see how this works out. Next step is get a hydration pack in there. Yikes.
So this is the finished product. Not the prettiest in the world, however, it works. It's effective. I've ridden with it on only a short distance, but it doesn't move around much. I can hardly feel it's there. So I'm going to give it a longer ride. I've got Naughty Northumbrian coming up, so I'm going to do the practice day with this on, and maybe the full day too. So there it is. There's my first official hack. Let's see how it goes. Please subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think. Hopefully lots of people will find that useful as well. And just give me some feedback on what you saw, anything I could do differently, and anything you want to see me try and hack next. Don't go too crazy though. I just won't have time. Take care. See you again soon. Bye.